guys, sorry it's been so long since I've been able to reach out to you with specific details for what the future of our class looks like. Um, Things have gotten pretty crazy. I'm sure that all of you saw that today we got a stay-at-home order or a lockdown order. I really hope that Yep. I really hope that everybody's observing that and being safe and keeping themselves safe. Wow, all those crayons?
I know.
Yeah, great job. I want to first start off and just say that throughout this whole process, we're really going to have to offer each other a lot of grace. All of you, I'm sure, have stuff going on. I obviously have a little one at home that's going to be around a lot while we're doing this. So I think we need to be patient with each other as we navigate this process. So I really did try to maintain a good amount of connection within our class. You okay?
Our twins.
Yeah, you got all the crayons.
Our twins.
I really tried to maintain a good amount of connection between the class. Whew, it's hot. While also understanding that no interaction that we have virtually is going to feel normal or the same. Oh, wow. Or the same as it did. It's just not. It's not possible. So today I'm going to go ahead and go through all of the details of the course. I'm going to talk about changes, and I'm going to do some just general housekeeping stuff. So hang with me. Hey, bird. That is red. Can we use inside voices? Shh. Thank you. And a green. Yeah. So first things first, I am not going to have set office hours, but I will always be available by appointment. Please, please, please reach out to me to set something up if you are struggling with something. My number is now listed on Canvas. Here's what I would ask of you having my number. I think that the most appropriate way to go about you communicating with me via phone is to send me a text. So when you need to contact me for, an emergency purpose, please don't just send me random texts. But go ahead and say your name, where you are from, meaning what school you're at, because I do teach at 2 different schools. So make sure you're saying you're from UCBA. Say what time your class is, and then in general what your problem is or what's going on that you need to reach out. And then I will determine whether I can answer it quickly via text, whether I should give you a call and talk it through, or set up a FaceTime or a Skype or a WebEx or whatever appointment. Or if it's long-winded and I think we need to kind of have it all written out, I'll send you an email. So those are certainly options. I would really like for you, after you wrap up this video, to shoot to the next video linked into this email. Yep, just don't color on that, okay? Please click the next link in the email where you will find another video, and that's going to be a screen recording of me navigating the Canvas page and really highlighting some key changes that I've made for the class. Okay, so all of that being said, I do want to also just mention that when you log on to Canvas, you'll see a whole section dedicated to our changes. So please make sure you're making time to go through that. All right, so let's talk about the changes. So originally our class was out of 1,000 points. I have dropped that down to a 900 point total. So I'm going to go through each component of the class and tell you what's changed and kind of what to expect moving forward. Please do not color on that, okay? Thank you. So in terms of our formal speeches,
Thanks.
crayons, thank you. You just keep it right there.
No.
Oh, in the bucket's a great choice. So our formal speeches will very much be staying the same in the sense that you will be recording all of your formal speeches just like you would be delivering them at So a couple of best practices in terms of recommendations for how to record. I recommend that all of you record these on your own devices. So whether that's your phone, your laptop, your tablet, record it at home. I do need there to be an audience. I would prefer for the audience to be at a minimum of 2 people. If you can have more people, fantastic. If you live alone or for some other reason you can't find an audience, you're going to have to reach out to me and have a conversation with me about what to do about that. So you will record this on your own. You're going to, before you start speaking, you're going to show the audience. You'll pass the camera off to them. You'll speak, and then you need to turn the camera back to the audience at the end, show them clapping and applauding you. Huck's in the hallway. And then that will verify to me that not only did you start off the speech with an audience, but you ended the speech with an audience. So once that's recorded, you do need to upload it onto Canvas. But first you're going to have to upload it either to Google Drive or to YouTube. That way you are only submitting a link for me instead of trying to submit the entire file, which can get really large. I will put links in the email that you got this video from on how to do both of those things. So I don't really care which one you choose. If you have a Google Drive already, you can just, that's easy. That's typically how I do it. If you want to start a YouTube page, you can, and then you can just keep it private and send them that way. So it's completely up to you. Okay, so those are our formal speeches. So you will still have a persuasive, you will still have your special occasion. Moving on to the impromptus. I decided to cut one impromptu, the one that we were going to be doing most recently. So you still do have 2 other impromptus, one that really focuses on the persuasive speech, one that focuses on the special occasion speech. Right now we are going to do those via WebEx. And I'm hoping they work out really well. I love impromptu speeches. I love our impromptu days. I think it's one of our best connecting days. It's where we get to kind of have fun and enjoy each other's company and be a little bit silly. And so I don't want to lose those. But if we try this first one in WebEx and it's a hot mess, then we're going to cut it. And I am just allowing space for flexibility here. You all right, Bird? You okay? Daisy Duck is beautiful. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and give that a go. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work and we'll know right away. All right. So in terms of planning forms, those are going to stay. You only have one left. You already did your planning form for the persuasive speech. I am going to be getting you planning form feedback like in the next couple of hours. There's just been a lot going on. Can you sit down, please? Where are you going? So yeah, there's just been a lot going on between stuff at home and also like, you know, our country and the entire world. So I apologize that I haven't gotten any feedback on those. That is coming. And then you'll just have your planning form for the special occasion speech. In terms of the outlines, you will still have outlines to do. You have your rough draft for your persuasive outline. That'll be coming up soon. And then you will also have your final outlines. Instead of submitting your final outlines in paper form to me on speech day, there's now a Dropbox on Canvas where you will be submitting your final outlines there. So again, it's okay. It's okay, no big deal. Instead of, you still want to make sure that they're just as polished as they were, just as pretty, all kind of put together. Yeah, here you go. Why don't you put them all back in the bucket? So nothing's really changing. You're just changing how you're submitting it. Not a hard copy will be submitted online. Okay, self-evaluations. We've gotten rid of them. I think that you guys have done them twice around at this point. You know how to look at your speech videos critically. And as far as I'm concerned, you've met that in space. Yep. As far as I'm concerned, you've navigated that learning outcome. And so we're going to go ahead and cut those. Quizzes will stay the same. Of course, the deadlines have changed, and those are reflected on Canvas. Do you need help? Go on your tummy. This is how things have been going here. Come here. Good job. Okay. I'm back. I can do it all. Okay. So, quizzes are good to go. The last thing that I really need to talk about is participation. So, I have dropped the group evaluation. You want to sit? I've dropped the group evaluation. So that is no longer something that you are going to be having to do. That was 30 points. But that doesn't mean that participation, well, in a little bit, that doesn't mean that, Can you take a deep breath with me? No, you didn't spill the water. It's okay. So hang with me for just a second. We're almost done. Okay. So can you go find the basketball for me? Can you find it? No. Okay. So we will still have a participation component. Laurelburn. Hey. Shh. Thank you. We will still have a participation component. This is going to be combined with, it is hot. It is going to be combined with what you did physically in my classroom. Oh, that's hot, please. And also your presence, virtually in my class. Hey. You are working. Here you go. Hold that for me. Thank you. So this is going to be a combination of what you did in class and also what you're doing virtually. So there's a couple of different, here you go, color. There's a couple of different options for earning virtual participation. So I'm going to be doing lectures via conference. So, and again, you'll see some of this in the other video, but I will basically be putting up the PowerPoint slides, and then you'll also be able to see me and hear my voice. So I will be documenting that you're present at those. I'll be looking at whether or not you're at our impromptu sessions. There is one day where we're going to be meeting in small groups, meaning whatever group you met in class, you will have the opportunity to meet with them and me via WebEx. And then we will also be having a finalized class wrap-up session or a class debriefing session. And so I'm going to be looking for your presence there as well. You okay? You don't like it? There are also going to be 2 days. One's an open feedback day. The other day is an open work day where you can log on to conference if you're wanting help. I'm just going to kind of be doing office work, hanging out, and waiting to see if anybody needs me. Those are not required attendance days. So those are the things that I'm going to be looking for in terms of attendance and participation, making sure that you're still staying active, even though we're under these really crazy circumstances. Beyond all of that, I do just want to say, I'll take it. I do just want to say that at the beginning of every week, I will be sending out a video, just kind of letting you know what's coming up and what to expect. Hopefully, she and I will find our groove with all of this, but she will certainly be present probably in the majority of the stuff that we do because I'm a working mom and this is just what it is. So just be prepared for that. Okay, so in terms of your to-do list, we technically don't start up until next Wednesday, and our class doesn't even start till Thursday. But thank you very much. But in the meantime, you want to play around with Canvas, review any schedule changes that may have come up for you. You want to make sure, and I mentioned this before, get that basketball. I mentioned this before, you want to make sure you have a reliable device and a reliable internet connection. I cannot stress the importance of that enough. It's going to be really, really tough to do all of this on your phone, okay? So if you're struggling, please, please, please reach out to me so that I can help you. You can also download WebEx. That's going to be something that we are certainly going to be using, and I want to make sure that you know how to access it. Do you need something? Do you need help? And then finally, next Thursday, the 26th, we will be doing... All right. So next Thursday, the 26th, we will be doing a test of both Conference and WebEx. Careful. Conference and WebEx. So we'll log on to Conference first, and it's just, we're not going to be doing any type of course content there. We're really just going to be making sure you have a chance to go through it, making sure you understand how to log on, how to see everything, and then we'll be doing the same thing with WebEx. So that's how we're going to start that first week. I figured it'd be a good way to ease in. So yeah, that is what we've got planned. If I could say anything, you are going to have to now be more organized than you've ever been in school, because you are going to have a lot of moving pieces, and there is not going to be somebody there day to day to remind you. Okay? So from now until next Wednesday when we go back to class, please make sure that you are setting yourself up for success, that you are connecting, go on your tummy, that you are connecting your Canvas to your phone so that the calendar is alerting you of when you have stuff due, and you are reaching out to me if you need anything. Thank you guys for sticking out a really long and rather interrupted video, but this is life with an almost 2-year-old. I am so excited to get back working. We've come a really long way this semester, and I know that you can continue to do an amazing job even under these insane circumstances. This is a test of your character, and you will come out stronger in the end. And I'm looking forward to seeing you do it. All right, guys. Thanks.